Today we're going to be talking about self-awareness and your sobriety. What's up, guys? I'm the Sober Life Coach AC. On this channel, we help sober, curious people just like you live a happy, healthy, sober life. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click the notification bell because we do these videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today, we're going to be talking about one of the most important things that I think to sobriety, other than exercise, is self-awareness. This is one of the foundational keys to anything when you want to do in life. You have to be really self-aware in your business. You have to be self-aware in your life. You have to be self-aware around your alcohol intake now, and you have to be self-aware around how many friends you have. And self-awareness is one of those things you have to build over time, just like stepping into discomfort, just like setting goals and achieving them. Self-awareness is one of those things that you have to build over time, and it's a skill that can be learned. When I was drinking, I was not a very self-aware person. I was self-aware in some parts of my life, but other parts of my life I definitely wasn't self-aware. I was in denial, and I bet a lot of you probably feel the same way. I was one of those people that I thought I had good things going. I was public speaking with Toastmasters. I was winning contests. I was doing all these great things, but deep down inside, I had this secret that I was hiding, that I didn't want to face and I didn't want to, look at, and that was alcohol. Alcohol was holding me back. I was always hungover. I was overweight. I was unhappy. I was feeling anxious and depressed. And I tried to push those emotions down. I tried to read as many self-help books as I could, and nothing seemed to work until I got rid of the alcohol. And when I stopped drinking and started living a sober life, that's when everything started to fall in place. And that was one of those keys to self-awareness that I found, was just, quitting drinking and looking at my life as a whole and saying, look, alcohol does not fit in my life anymore. I don't want to live this way. I hit a pain threshold. I said, no more. I don't want to live this way. And I had to really critically look at where I was going to be in the next 10 years. And guess what? I realized that I probably wouldn't be here in the next 10 years. And this was 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I thought I wasn't going to be here. I thought I probably would be dead or broke or homeless or one of those things, because my financial situation and my health situation, all those things were creeping up on me and was definitely not going to help me in my life. So self-awareness is one of those things where I had to take a look, and I had to take a look at my own life. There's a couple of things, a couple ways you can become self-aware. As I said, it's a skill. One of those things is getting therapy. Go to a therapist, go to a psychologist, get a life coach, get someone that's going to take an objective look at your life and help you see the things that you can't see. We can't see the blind spots in our life sometimes. Sometimes we don't even see the things that are holding us back. Not just alcohol, but holding us back in relationships, holding us back in our family life. Maybe it isn't just alcohol. Maybe it's the way you're acting. Maybe it's the way you're acting towards others. Maybe it's your confidence that needs help. Whatever it needs help, get an outside person to help you. Get a life coach, get a therapist, get a psychologist, get someone in there to take a look at your life, and they can help you, do those things and help you see those blind spots and help you hopefully overcome what you need to overcome and climb that mountain of sobriety. Because I know you can definitely do it, and I know that having that outside help will definitely help you. Even if you can't afford that, if you can't do it, start watching videos like this, start joining groups on Facebook, start getting connected to other people, and ask those people for some feedback on you. How am I maybe get someone who really knows you well and email them and say, hey, what are 3 things that you think I can improve in my life? What are three things that you think are doing good in my life? Those are also something you want to know. So you know your strengths and you know your weaknesses, so you can work on your weaknesses and build on your strengths. Those are definitely one of those. There's definitely one of those things that helps you. So get outside help would be number one. Get outside help and get outside help. And this is going into the next one, is asking for feedback. So you have that therapist, you have that psychologist, you have those friends on Facebook. And like I said, maybe you can email them and say, hey, can I get some feedback on this? Can I get some feedback on that? I was in a group called Toastmasters where we don't eat toast. Where Toastmasters is a public speaking group, right? So you would go there, you would do your speech, and then you would get feedback. You would get constructive criticism. Sometimes it wasn't so constructive, but you get constructive criticism so you can get better over time. And that was one of the biggest factors in me getting better at public speaking, getting better at speaking on video, getting better at all these things, was just taking that feedback and looking at it. And the one way that I found to definitely find out what feedback you should listen to and what feedback you shouldn't listen to is just kind of group it together. Get feedback from, say, maybe 5-10 people and group that together and see if there's anything that's coming up time over time. One of the things that came up for me is I speak too fast, so I have to slow down. I get so excited that I speak too fast. So that was one of the things that kept coming up over and over again, and I started working on that, and I started to slow down a little bit, and that's one of the things I had to work on over time. So now I had something to work on. So what is it with you? Maybe someone says maybe you're late all the time, or maybe you're kind of bossy to people, or maybe you're doing this or that. Whatever it is, look at that objectively and say, okay, well, I have 10 people now, and then well, this 3 people said this, so maybe I should work on that. And that would definitely help you get some feedback. That would help you be more self-aware, not only in your sober journey but also your life in general. Mindfulness and meditation. I can't speak more highly of meditation. Meditation is great. When I first got sober, I was meditating every single day. I try to meditate every single day. Sometimes it doesn't happen, and I'm feeling it. Mindfulness and meditation is one of those things where you have that practice every day, and it's going to help you be more aware of your thoughts, be more aware of your inner dialogue, be more aware of being able to observe your thoughts and not just go on a tangent with your thoughts, and be able to observe them objectively. So meditation is definitely awesome. You can get apps. There's an app called Headspace. There's YouTube videos with meditations. I use the 6-phase meditation by Vishen Lakhani and Mindvalley. The mindfulness and meditation is one of those things. If you can set aside 10 minutes, maybe 20, maybe 30, remain present. You can do this by paying attention to your breath. There's breath work meditation. There's all sorts of different kinds. People more usually think that when you meditate, you have to sit there and just try not to think. That's not meditation. Meditation is a transcendental practice, right? So find what works for you. There's positivity meditations. There's all sorts of awesome meditations that are definitely going to help you be more aware, and it's also going to help you relieve your anxiety and your stress. Next one, journaling. Journaling is one of those things that if you start a daily practice of journaling, you're going to definitely be more self-aware, because you can ask yourself those questions. And sobriety is one of those questions you need to ask in early sobriety before you even have your first day of being sober. To ask yourself, does alcohol really benefit me? And make a list. This is what alcohol does for me. This is what alcohol doesn't want to do for me. This is why I drink. This is why I want to quit. And put those 2 lists together, and you're going to objectively be able to see that. Go in your journal and start with gratitude. So write 10 things that you're grateful for every day. Write 10 things you have to do today. Journaling is a great thing and a great way to help you just get those things out of your brain and onto paper. And there's many ways you can do journaling. It's kind of one of those creative exercises, right? I just usually grab a journal. I write 10 things I'm grateful for. I write my goals in there. I write what I'm excited for, what I need to do, and reflect on the day as well and say, look, today, what went well, what didn't go well. All those things are going to add up when you start doing it and reflecting on those things. And journaling is definitely one of the best, great way to do that. I can make a video on journaling as well if you guys want to. Learn more about journaling, you can comment below. If you want to learn more about mindfulness, comment below. If you want to learn more about getting feedback and taking criticism and using it, I can do videos on that as well. So yeah, guys, that is a couple things to be more self-aware. Emotional intelligence is more important than IQ. I think EQ is way more important than IQ. There's Carol Dweck wrote that great book, Mindset. Talked about a fixed and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset is one of those where I'm stupid, I can't get any better. And a growth mindset is someone who says, look, I don't know this, but I can learn this over time. And with a growth mindset and with being more self-aware, you guys can definitely get to your first 75 days of sobriety. And that's why I made this channel. I want to help you get to your first 75 days of sobriety. If you want to join the 75 Sober Challenge, there's going to be a link in below where you will do 5 things every day. It's similar to 75 Hard, except it's more focused on your sobriety. In the group, we're talking about craving control. We're talking about self-awareness. We'll be talking about more sobriety-based tactics and tips in my Facebook group, so you can join me there. You can also join me in the Dare to Be Sober Facebook group. There's plenty of great people in that group as well. You can also find me here at the Sober Life Coach on YouTube. Have yourselves a beautiful day, guys. Stay sober, my friends.